remember me?
Your mom's name was Sarah. You used to wear newspapers in your shoes. I don't do that anymore.
Well, the people who think you did are coming right now.
Would prefer the word vigilante.
Captain America: Civil War stands as one of the most powerful and emotionally charged films in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, marking a turning point not only for its characters, but for the entire MCU. Set after the catastrophic events of Avengers: Age of Ultron, the story dives deep into the moral and ideological clash that tears the Avengers apart. Steve Rogers, also known as Captain America, believes in the freedom to act without government interference, while Tony Stark, Iron Man, believes that accountability is necessary after the destruction caused by their battles. What begins as a political disagreement quickly escalates into a personal war, dividing heroes who once stood united to protect the world. The movie opens with the aftermath of yet another mission gone wrong, where collateral damage sparks global concern. Governments around the world decide it's time to control the Avengers through the Sokovia Accords, a treaty that requires them to operate only under official approval. This decision splits the team into two factions. Captain America leads the resistance, arguing that heroes cannot be bound by politics, while Iron Man supports the Accords, believing that unchecked power is dangerous. Their conflict symbolizes two opposing worldviews: freedom versus control, duty versus responsibility. It's not about who's right or wrong, it's about what each of them is willing to sacrifice for their beliefs. At its heart, Civil War is more than just a superhero showdown. It's a deep character study about trust, friendship, and betrayal. The once unbreakable bond between Steve and Tony is tested to its core. Steve's loyalty to his old friend Bucky Barnes, the Winter Soldier, further fuels the division. Bucky, who has been brainwashed into becoming an assassin, becomes the target of a global manhunt after being framed for a bombing that kills several officials. Steve believes in Bucky's innocence and goes on the run to protect him, putting him directly at odds with Tony and the law. This personal conflict between friends turns into an emotional battlefield where every punch and every line of dialogue carries weight and pain. The film also introduces some iconic new characters who would go on to play huge roles in the Marvel Universe. We see the debut of T'Challa, the Black Panther, played with commanding intensity by Chadwick Boseman. His arc begins with vengeance, as his father is killed in the explosion blamed on Bucky, but by the end, his journey becomes one of justice and understanding. Another major introduction is Tom Holland's Spider-Man, who brings youthful energy and humor into the otherwise heavy story. His recruitment by Tony Stark shows Iron Man's influence as a mentor, while also hinting at the generational shift within the superhero world. Both of these characters add fresh energy and new perspectives to an already complex narrative. The airport battle sequence in Germany stands as one of the most spectacular and memorable scenes in superhero cinema. It's not just a fight, it's a visual and emotional representation of division. Friends and teammates find themselves on opposite sides, fighting not to kill but to make a statement. The choreography, dialogue, and emotional beats of this battle perfectly capture what the film is about: conflict among allies, not enemies. Despite the explosions and acrobatics, the scene's impact lies in its heartbreak heroes, fighting heroes, knowing that no victory comes without loss. Throughout the film, the emotional tension is balanced by Marvel's signature mix of action and humor. Even during its darkest moments, the movie keeps its sense of humanity alive. We see vulnerability in every character: Steve's struggle between duty and friendship, Tony's guilt and need for control, Natasha's torn loyalties, and Wanda's guilt over her powers. Each character's decision feels deeply personal, adding layers to the story and giving fans a sense that these are not just superheroes, but people facing moral and emotional dilemmas. The main antagonist, Helmut Zemo, plays a crucial yet subtle role. Unlike most villains who seek power or domination, Zemo's motives are deeply personal. Having lost his family during the events of Sokovia, he doesn't try to destroy the Avengers physically. He destroys them emotionally. By revealing the hidden truth behind the death of Tony Stark's parents and Bucky's role in it, Zemo drives the final wedge between Steve and Tony. This revelation shatters any hope of reconciliation, turning allies into bitter rivals. The brilliance of Zemo's plan lies in its simplicity. He knows the Avengers can't be defeated by force, only by tearing each other apart from within.